breaks on the battlefield. Armor shines, blades are wielded. Dragons roar, shadows yield. Heroes stand bold and shielded. In the night, monsters creep. Torches light, stakes are steep. Magic flows, secrets keep. Adventurers' promises deep. Roll the dice, we take flight. Blazing trails in dark of night. Roll the dice, hearts unite. In the quest we find our light. Dungeons hold ancient lore. Whispers cold from days of yore. Riddles old, treasures stored. Champions chase, legends roar. Through the storm, we fight on. Wizards cast, we're never gone. Epic tales till the dawn. Our spirits bright lead us on. In the light of the moon's glow, in our hearts we know every path that we sow. Tales of valor grow. Ancient war, whispers cold from days of yore. Riddles old, treasure store. Champions chase, legends roar. Through the storm, we fight on. Wizards cast, we're never gone. Epic tales till the dawn. Our spirits bright lead us on. In the light of the moon's glow, in our hearts we know every path that we sow. Tales of valor grow, grow.
And welcome everybody to another Thursday night Hangout stream where it's just going to be a few of us tonight. That's why we're making it our first call-in. So hope everybody's ready. How are my two players doing with me tonight?
Doing all right.
Doing good as always.
I know we have to turn off our evil brain, Scarlet.
Just a little bit.
Turn off the evil and turn on D&D.
Oh yeah, always ready to switch them hats.
My mind's always on evil things, just not whatever evil you're talking about.
Well, you should. You might like it. It's a pretty good show.
Maybe. Who knows?
But yeah, so we're just going to have a little hangout sesh tonight, make it a call and see if anybody wants to come on and talk some D&D with us and see whatever else is going on out there in the world. And, just going to relax tonight. A couple of our players aren't joining us tonight because they're headed up here to visit us in New York. So they won't be joining us tonight. But that's it. It's just going to be a simple night. So what'd you guys think of last session in the swamp, your first ever swamp?
Well, first, oh no.
Well, in the game, in our current campaign.
No, I know. I was joking. It was good. It was all right.
Dealt with some swamp monsters, some swamp guardians, that pain in the ass Noka witch, but you guys got your revenge on the teller.
Yeah. Too bad I wasn't able to cut off his head because apparently he died like a vampire.
Well, he died like a vampire, and then he got sucked into Xanios' sword.
Yeah, Xanios stole my kill.
He did, but gotta share the power.
No, I don't.
Snitch says who? According to whom?
Yeah. My God didn't tell me to share my power, so no. I don't have to.
And I see you, Bitey. I see you in the chat. So I'm watching for you now, so I don't have to give out any bonuses. I'm gonna specifically look for you first before I see anybody else, so I don't get stuck having to give these guys any more freebies.
You know, you gotta give Bitey some slack. All
We
right.
love Mighty. Gives us what we need.
Oh
Bitey's
yes.
awesome. All right. Well, maybe if you gave her more slack, maybe she'd give you a bonus occasionally. Hmm?
I have Abraxas for my bonuses, so
Well, we have our Bitey then. Bitey's
Mhm. Yes, Mighty. Right. Sorry, you put fear into her heart that she tries to do to us.
I see how it is. I see how it is. I get it. I get it. Gonna play games. Gonna play games with me.
well,
I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be like, where is he? I know you're here. I know you're lurking.
Bitey's got a sneak attack.
So I'm just automatically gonna say what's up to Bitey in the beginning, no matter what. So I can't be caught with no tomfoolery.
What sorcery is this?
Pretty much, right? I'm watching you.
Bitey is very stealthy. You just never know.
I'm watching you.
Stealthy.
And we're also going to be, hopefully, by next week, we're going to be adding an additional player to the table. Mr. Bender is going to be joining us at some point, as I think he calls himself Dwarfy McDwarfinson.
Yeah, something like that. It sounds about right.
Dwarfy McDwarferson.
To where he is extremely strong, but he's not that smart.
Yes, he is
Don't worry,
So-
he can be
passion
my
full.
he can be my strength. Don't worry, us small people gotta stick together.
And he's perfectly okay with Korgoth or Alderath just throwing him around. So he already got them very excited
Nice.
to where they actually get to throw somebody and use them as a dwarf boomerang of sorts.
Bowling ball.
Pretty much. Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Play football with him. Hype.
Yep. So now you guys got the herb for Adelaide. You secured the swamp to where Abraxas can't mess with it anymore. You still have to figure out your black orb of doom death that's within Wallspar. You have to go to the mountain to get whatever might help with that. And then you found out that a whole army is marching down upon you.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're not scared. We're not scared.
I'm gonna have
All
to talk
good.
with the townspeople about making some traps in as a favor for from me. I'll make some traps.
There you go.
You underestimate my traps, Dana. I will make some mean traps.
And let's say what's up to everybody. I see Snitch first with this fireball.
Yeah, gotta beat y'all. to it.
Fireball. You beat everybody
Beat
to
to
the
it.
punch. Oh,
Yep.
and I see somebody new life lives. Woo, hello. Thank you for joining us. Awesome to always see new faces around here. And
Yeah.
of course, I see Terry. She's sitting next to me as always. So which there we go. We'll highlight this comment for her. Make her feel special. Make her feel special a little bit. Just a little bit. Can't give her too much. Can't give her too much. And then, of course, there he is. Bitey.
I can look longer.
You have been highlighted. But no, like it was a fun session last week. I had a lot of fun. It was fun playing with you guys and
Yeah.
messing around with you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
got through a full encounter without me having to rush anything along or fix anything. So you guys are doing good.
Yeah.
Yay! We did it. Go
Dude,
team.
I knew that
Yes, you
fairy
did.
was probably a fire fairy because you, Dana, don't like my fire. And it's sad.
No,
I told you to y'all double check that.
you guys were
Well-
going against a swamp creature whose weakness was fire. They're not going to send a moon fairy who has water powers. They're going to
Exactly.
send fire.
I know.
But yes, I also took into consideration your fire abilities.
Yeah.
Don't let
I
her
don't
fool you.
care.
She knows.
I don't care about resistance.
It was 75% the creature's weakness and 25% messing with you a little bit.
25% is still 25%.
Just a little bit, not much. Not much.
Yeah. Yeah, I see more fire fairies in my future.
Mm-hmm.
But Dana, one day I won't care about them. I warn you now. Same thing with Abraxas. Abraxas with this whole, I'm a sun guy. Yeah, I don't care. Still take the damage.
I've been
Cooking
warned.
it up.
Been
Cooking it
warned.
up. The old
Right.
chemist over there.
My fire
Yes.
grows hotter every day.
Mm-hmm.
No, but it's been awesome. Our Discord's been growing every day. We're almost up to 70 members up into our Discord.
Nice.
So we've seen a lot of new faces. I rearranged the Discord. I made it more friendly for everybody who just wants to maybe talk some D&D in general. Like show off some of maybe they paint miniatures or they're playing a current campaign and want to show off their tables. So I tried to open up the Discord to everything D&D related.
Awesome.
Yeah, the older editions, because there are people out there who still like playing the traditional older editions. So I wanted to make sure there was a space that I wanted it to be a full D&D community, not just about the campaign that we're, playing and streaming. I wanted it to be a community about Dungeons and Dragons in general.
Yeah,
So I hope everybody enjoys the Discord setup and gets ready to talk some D&D.
Yeah. Trying to see. I'll put some background sound on. What we got? We'll do magic shop.
I know. I've been working on your pirate cart. We're getting that ready for you.
Woo!
We have a
Shenanigans.
Yeah,
we
your
have
little
magic shop music now.
your ghostly pirate cart, I think is what you're aiming for.
So yeah, it's the pirate part was just because we're going to be taking things, but it's ghostly is the main core of it. That way, it disappears, and no trace. So I can talk freely now because our good friend Alderath is not here to tell me or gaslight me into what my story is.
Nah, you should go to jail and make you the greatest thief.
Y'all still just
And no person who can escape. No prison can hold her.
y'all just, but you just don't understand the song's already made.
And I'm willing to help you go to jail and break you out.
I'm willing to let y'all not be a part of my shenanigans.
That's okay. I already
You will not get a cut of the profits.
Big greedy, I think.
Oh, I'm greedy. Okay, so yeah, I should just let folks throw me in jail for their profit, and I'm supposed to be happy with that.
It's
nice. It's not for my profit.
You profited off your reputation.
That's not
And
the
you
reputation
still
I
have the
want.
money.
Yeah, I love how they try to tell me what I want. It's miraculous.
And hello
Nah,
to the lovely Dracula. We see you lurking. Yeah, my internet's been crap today. Scarlet's been horrible today. It's horrible all around.
Oh yeah. Yep, I dipped out like 3 times before we started. It's fun.
Yes, but I'm glad you like the new Discord. And for anybody who does not know, she's a wonderful admin in our Discord and one of our biggest supporters. So if anybody ever needs any help or has any questions, you could certainly reach out to her as well, and she will help you with things in the Discord. But yeah, no, it was a fun game. I had a fun time.
It was good.
And I don't have to mess with you because Alderrath isn't here to do it.
You got to pick up the
it's
slack.
it's okay because that means now you're part of the target. It's all good. Hey, I don't throw my companions, my patriots in jail. That's not how we do it around here. That's not cool.
You could throw me in jail.
I don't do that. I'm
probably just gonna
you
kill
and
everybody,
Alderrath can have fun throwing each other in jail and bailing each other out.
No, I won't. I'll stay in the jail. I'll just kill everybody inside of it.
It's
my jail
Write your
now.
story, sweetie. I will write by it.
You'll just blow them all up with your fireballs.
Yeah, jail be on fire. I'll still stay inside of it. I'll just be sipping on some.
That's
tea.
how he's gonna escape. He's just gonna burn everything down.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
until
a
the fire
cell,
fallen
you
fairy
say.
comes in there, and then she's like, "Ha ha, what you gonna do now? 'Cause you ain't got it yet. We'll see. I want to see what you come up with. Actually,
I would just bide my time at that point until I was ready.
till you were ready. You just sit in the jail. But you, how would you get anything if you're in jail? You couldn't level up. You couldn't obtain items.
You do realize I have more than just fire stuff, right? I do have versatility in my set.
Oh, I know. I just know how much you love your fireballs.
Yeah. First of all, I could start an entire prison riot by myself. Just gotta summon everything first. Trust me, they're gonna have to put me in some anti-magical room if they're gonna want to stop me from doing shit.
Oh, so you're giving me ideas, huh?
Fuck.
They keep talking. So how does the scenario go again? So you're in jail.
Actually, no, I still have shit to do. I still have stuff to do. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
He said, scratch that. I didn't say nothing.
I didn't say shit.
That's right. You can kill me right now, Dana. There's no worries. Carry on.
Nothing to see here at all.
Yeah,
It's an anti-magic room. Interesting.
Hey,
I didn't do it. You
Yeah.
did it.
this is gonna be used against me in the court of law. Some bullshit.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. That's right.
Well, hang on. Where is it? Do I have it on yours? Do I have it here? No, I have it on the other one. Sorry, we're in evil for like half a second, guys. Apologies.
Oh my
Hopefully
god.
it's on here. Yes, this is how it's gonna
Look at
go.
that dude. That dude's a creepy mofo.
No, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Yes, we went
You
to
don't know
evil
what
just
you're
so I could
missing.
play this. It's so terrible.
Now, I'm fixing to commensurate this trial here. We gonna see if we can come up with a verdict up in here.
I don't know if the music behind. Can you still hear the music playing behind it? We're still in the magic shop. It was a magical courtroom.
We portaled ourselves over into evil.
All right, we're going back. Sorry, guys.
What is this weird dimension?
We opened up a brief portal. There you go.
God, we're back.
Magic.
Look, we're
Magic.
back.
people.
Wait, actually, I'm
Magic.
playing the wrong anyways. We're in the swamp. What the hell?
I didn't like that.
There we go. There was a magic shop on the swamp. It was over there past the creature.
Yeah, like,
No, I'm just kidding. We were in the swamp the whole time. Where else do you guys want to go? I don't know. I don't have all the episodes.
It was illusions. It was that illusion magic.
I don't know what
that
happened.
was scary. Iga doesn't like that dimension. Iga wants to stay here.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Dracula, you tell him. There you go, Dana. See, Dracula's letting you know what's up.
What?
Is going to need a Magneto jail. Then, to be honest, that's probably true. I don't fucking end anybody.
There you go. Yep. We're gonna have to figure out some things to combat Mr. Snitch.
Hey, nah.
The burning is a plan, though. They'd have to let you out, otherwise they have a human rights mess on their hands.
Mhm.
It's gonna be an HR nightmare. Snitch is just gonna be an HR nightmare. Just
Hey, let me out.
just
let
let
me
him
out.
go. Just let him go.
This man has
not worth
rights as
it.
well for his.
He's not
goblin
worth the
self.
liability.
Yeah.
Goblins have rights.
I'm gonna
Hey,
have to start
man.
offering insurance in the world of D&D.
And we just demand civil rights here, you know. I mean, practice the way he's running things. Just getting out of hand. Markets are all out of whack. What's
I
going
know
on?
he's got Timu delivering to the world.
I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
It's all
Wow.
types of messed up.
It's all kinds of
And-
topsy turvy.
He's got access to Timu. It's great.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is,
He's here all the time somehow. I don't know. His magic is just beyond our comprehension. at
hello,
this point.
robot.
Oh, my robot.
Yep, robot.
Dang it. Oh, well.
I don't hear it.
Now she's not a robot. She was a second ago.
Well, I told you my internet sucks tonight. Dana told you. You were
No,
I was
pre-warned.
just.
I'm waiting for mine to also start to.
waiting.
We have,
See,
we have what's her
good.
name? Deborah, whatever that friggin' storm is barreling down. Debbie, I still don't like her. Whatever her name is, I want her to go away.
I just blame it on the heat. I don't know. Just it's being crappy lately,
Yes.
and it's
she's
summertime,
being
so I blame it on the heat.
Yeah, but you stick me in a jail with other people. I'll start burning the people just to get out. Be like, hey, let me out. I will do your job for you if you let me out.
You won't even you just let me go, and you'll still have a jail to return to, and lock
Exactly.
other people up in.
But see,
I
the
will-
thing is, they're not realize if we get caught, the glamour goes away because the glamour only lasts so long. And then once they find out who you are, you can't just go around stealing shit anymore.
Yeah, well, that's your problem.
That ain't my
Bye.
problem. That's y'all's problem because y'all the ones talking about going to jail, not
See,
me.
I was given this glamour item, but it's too offensive to me. Why would I want to be anything but myself?
Because that way you get to, do shenanigans
Because
and
you're a
people don't
beautiful
know who you
little
are.
goblin. And you're proud of your goblin features.
Exactly. Someone make fun of me because I'm short. I'll fucking rip their shit out.
Well, that was out of nowhere.
Hey, look, all right. The orc's been getting away with calling me short because I don't mind him. He's the only other green person here, but any of you other motherfuckers call me short.
That's how many bar fights have started, huh, Snitch?
I wouldn't say it would be a fight, more like it burning down.
The trail of a
I'm
pirate.
I'm not allowed to drink ale anymore. One too many taverns have burned down because of that. So
So there's just
somebody-
posters of you at all the taverns. Do not serve this goblin. If seen, he will burn down your place.
Yeah, not on Farista though, but yeah.
Yeah, but you
Everon,
haven't
yeah,
done
there's a
anything
lot of
barista. Just everywhere else you've been, you haven't had the privilege yet.
yeah.
Yeah,
Everon,
we'll talk a few more minutes, and then we'll throw the link up in the chat. And if anybody wants to come on, and Ms. Dracula, you're more than welcome as well to come on panel with us tonight and just talk some D&D stuff. If there's specific editions you want to talk about, if you want to talk about the game or to the players or anything D&D, feel free to come on and talk with us tonight about it. Just like there has been rumors that possibly a new edition might be in the future of D&D, an all digital edition. No more old-fashioned books. Everything's going to be digital format.
I am against this decision, but
I am
can't
too.
stop
I
it.
think it's the wrong decision, just because you're isolating a lot of old timers who, like myself, don't get it twisted, that, you know, computers are not my friend. They do not like me, nor do I like them. And I like my traditional books. I like to being able to flip through the pages and look at my stuff and like physically hold a book. I don't know about you guys. You guys are younger than me.
No, I like the book.
I don't understand if they change it to fully digital, it's no longer a tabletop game. Then how is it any different from some of these other online like RPGs that you play?
There you go. That's another good question.
Yeah.
You're taking away the tabletop aspect of setting up boards and miniatures and digitizing it, even though there's a lot of games that are hosted
Yeah.
currently on YouTube that are done through the computer programs.
I don't want to take away I don't because I love digital games. Don't get me wrong. I probably played a million of those free to play, pay to play,
Yeah.
RPGs and stuff, and they're fine. Those are probably how I was able to adapt to the tabletop. Because I kind of understood a little bit about how role playing games work,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't imagine there's this difference to me. I understand the difference. I understand or at least for what I think I understand. So I'm just curious to see how the people who have really played D&D, I'm so new to it. So I feel like don't have as much of an opinion like say maybe you guys do. But I'm curious to see what people like you and other people think out there about this decision by I believe it was Hasbro or whatever. To do this. I get the market and them saying digital's kind of where it's going, but that is it the same game. It's almost like just create a different I don't know.
Yeah, because it literally changes what's the tabletop. What makes it now a tabletop game? You're taking away the boards, the physical boards, the miniatures, stuff to that aspect. So when do you then take away it being called tabletop?
No, what I think they're gonna do? I think they're gonna make it a subscription-based thing to get more money. Because once you buy the book, you're good. You don't have to ever buy it again. But they're gonna make it a subscription-based thing, or they're gonna make it a ridiculous price to buy the whole one book, like they do on this one app called D&D Beyond, and some.
I've heard of them. I've heard of D&D Beyond.
Yeah. I've used it, but they have a subscription based thing for all the books and all their stuff, and that's what I think they're gonna try and do then. If 6th edition is all gonna be just online, which is really shitty, because D&D's already an expensive hobby. All right, don't need to make it more expensive.
Well, but see,
but
then again, is how. But then that changes the pricing on everything, right? In a sense, or it changes the cost or shifts it because now if you're not doing the tabletop aspect, you're not paying for miniatures, you're not paying for all the little pieces or the maps. So that's being generated now.
Yeah.
So
and trying to make a digital map, I will tell you, I do it for my players. It's a pain in the ass.
So it's just like they're it's taking away that sort of aspect of it, but you're just like I said, to me it's just like you're going to eventually, I guess it'll be sandbox style, I guess is the way they're going to do it, if the way you're talking about making maps like that. So it'd be like a sandbox thing, you just kind of create it Minecraft style or some shit.
Pretty much. That's what I think it's going to be like. And there's already
probably better graphics than that, but I mean just the aspect of the world being able to be built and torn apart, I'm sure showing it and stuff, they're wanting to go full on with it, but I don't know how. I've seen sort of the 5th edition computer ones. I've watched a few episodes, just kind of seeing what that's about. But then are they going to take, and this is where I'm really starting to wonder if they're going to go down this road with it. Are they going to take away the character building in the sense as it is, let's just say 4th edition? I know it changes in 5th edition.
Yes.
But just, are they going to take even more of that away to where you're not really as frustrating as it is? I got that feat the other night, so I've been going through the books trying to figure out what kind of feat I want, and there's so many books to go through. But when you take that away, then you take away that part of D&D that is the creative side, right? The side where you really get to feel like there's so many options, and that's what people I think like Alderath and stuff really get into. in the game, so you're taking away those aspects. And like I said, I get the RPG style of doing it on a computer and having. I love video games. Okay, love them all day long. But then is it D&D? Like, are they taking that? Because to me, they did that with other games and franchises and stuff. Once they got so far into it, and they're like, well, we got to change it. We got to revamp it. We got to keep doing these revamps, right, to try to keep bringing people in. And then you get to the point to where now it's just a cash grab.
Yeah.
Is that where we're at with D&D?
I almost felt that way with 5th edition, because 4th edition didn't get a lot of time out there. It was maybe out for like a year before they then dumped 5th edition on us. And 5th edition already dulled down and took away so many of the elements that made D&D good already. Now, mind you, yes, did they make things easier? Did they make the character build easier and the gameplay easier? Yes, they did. And I get all that, but that's not what you're not playing D&D for easy.
You're playing it for fun, and you ruin all the creative aspect, and then it's no longer fun. And also the balancing issues in 5th edition with certain subclasses and classes in general, or races, it's because certain, like, DMs in a 5th edition will ban certain things, and, like, you shouldn't have to ban something from, what the game is.
Yes, because they have been able to
like
create
that.
Items that literally break the game. Like there's just like in certain aspects of card games, like Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, they have ban lists that come out of items that are banned. And to me, I'm just like, if you have to make a ban list to ban items, then why is it done that way?
Why did y'all create it in the game? Like, the game itself is not like a homebrew thing. This is like something that was created in the books, right?
Yes. Yeah. So it's like if DMs don't like something, that's where your power comes in. Change it to what fits your game. I don't like banning stuff, and I used to get told that I was one of those DMs that did say no a lot, so I try to be more lenient with what you guys do and what you guys want to do. But it's like I've learned that sometimes you have to change things. Like sometimes you have to sit there and you can change things and melt things and, fix certain aspects of the game. But I don't like to be a person who bans something unless I can't find any other way around it.
Well, like if somehow the item makes it to where there's no way that person is going to get hit, then okay, that's crazy. Why is that even in the game? Because that just circumvents any, from being hit 100%, and that's not the way we're trying to play. That's not what you want. Okay, fine, you got a super powered item, but it's still everything still has to have that, like you were saying, Stitch, has to have that balance, right? You got to have that checks and balance, or otherwise it's not fun. And that's part of creating it, right? Because y'all essentially D&D is now the way what I have experienced from your game, Dana, because again, I haven't experienced a lot of D&D. It's more about, for me, it's like every game is its own world. Like, think about it, if you were to create a game back in the day and you had a card game or some kind of like, Candyland or something, and it took that person forever to create that game. Well, y'all are doing that on such a massive level, was so much more of a detailed kind of game, but it's like every game is like that, right? So it's almost like you're creating your own board game or your own, it's a tabletop game, but it's your own game. Like, it's fully a game. It's not like, now some of these are of course based off of the edition and the stuff that D&D puts out. Yeah. But these homebrews, what you guys are completely based off of what you are creating as a game. And to take that away, because I feel like that's going to take a lot of that away now. And that was the draw for me into the D&D, not so much what they're doing now, because I could go play that anywhere. I could go do these. I could go online right now and play, to pay to play and go on the servers and be top on the server and have my, whatever, angels and all my guys with me and going out there and fighting, blah, 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 teaming up with people, getting guilds and all that kind of stuff. That's great. It already exists. D&D was separate from that for a reason, and I'm kind of worried about that for D&D. But again, there's people who will always hold on to the editions that they like. Yes. And as long as the people, I believe, are still pushing and driving for that stuff to be created, then hopefully those companies will, whether it's through D&D itself or new companies, these little companies, little guys that are coming up that want to create something, maybe, they will keep that blood flowing for those editions, and then it is what it is for the rest.
Yeah, because I feel like the computer takes away the imagination. Like, I don't know, I just think computer, and I think it's like now you have to follow a certain set of rules and algorithms and things, because what if what you make the computer doesn't understand and now you can't get it into your game?
No.
Or even, let's just say, like, I was watching one the other night, and the character was going to move. She had so many spaces she could move. You get your speed, and she was going to do this really cool thing. And DM said, "You know what? It's 5. It's like basically she was off by 1 square." He was like, "You know what? I'm gonna allow it because." And he still came up with a reason to allow it because of the conditions of the game and what was going on in the game, but I don't know if the computer program will allow you for those corrections in a story on the spot, because you still create it in your imagination. He used the fact that they were in a theater and she was a bard, so she was able to amplify her song to be able to do this, or you were, like he was using stuff along that nature in order to justify him being able to allow them, okay, I'll let this slide or I'll let that slide because of this.
I know the people there aren't going to think of stuff like that. They're just going to think of, but there's a lot of more creativity than what the base D&D is,
Yeah,
D&D, like 5th edition.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, like there are pre-games, like you were just saying, but most of them are more custom things, like, worlds and all that the DM made, not, Eberron or stuff like that,
Mm-hmm. It's not like going and picking up the 4th edition Pyramid of Shadows. That was the biggest game in 4th edition, was Pyramid of Shadows when that came out. I even remember going to play it at my comic book shop. That's actually the campaign. God, I think that was the first campaign that we ever did. If not Pyramid of Shadows, it was something right before then. But it was very streamlined. Like, they give you, this is the bones of the campaign. This is your goal. This is what you're supposed to do. But even DMs take that and build from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody's Pyramid of Shadows game is different. If you sit and talk to anybody, let's say 3 different players who sat at 3 different tables, they may have played Pyramid of Shadows, but it was unique for every one of them in a different way. And I'm scared that's what the computer is going to take away. Like, what's going to make it unique? Like, like you said, then I'll just go to GameStop and buy my cartridge, throw it in my game system, and follow the route that this game is telling me to go down and play. I feel one of the best things with D&D is that that's only a baseline. Like, what you can do in between those certain sections and where your players take it, where the DM takes it, I think gives every game personality, because now every game is unique. No 2 tables are playing the same thing, because somebody might have done something and brought a dragon into that game, or somebody might have done something else at this table and switched it up and brought a dark elf into the, like, it's different and it's unique. So I don't like that the new edition might make D&D generic.
Yeah, and limiting your players into only having certain things when there's a variety of stuff, I don't like doing that, because it removes like a bunch of creativity from it, Mm-hmm. Like, even if it doesn't make sense in your world, make it make sense. But with it being online and all that, you really can't.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, the one thing I like about the online is that it allows more people to do it. Like, how we're not all in the same place and we're still able to, play our games and all that.
Yeah.
That's the only really thing that I find positive about the whole 6th edition being, digital.
Yes,
Otherwise,
I agree with
a lot
that.
of it I don't like.
I do like how the computer has made it to where now you can play with people who aren't right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Giving me the joy of being able to play with you guys and, family down in North Carolina, Benda in Florida, it's a way for us to be able to come together and play the game. So I like that we're able to use computers in that aspect. I just, when it comes to the story and the creativity and imagination that Dungeons and Dragons is, I feel like the computer will take that away. Because like, even look at you guys, look at all the stuff. I don't think everybody in the chat knows, and people who watch and listen know that pretty much 90% of all the stuff you guys have, we've pretty much homebrewed together. If it not being an idea directly that came from you and I'm putting it into the format for you to be able to play with, or me creating the specific items and special quests and side stories for you, like this story is as much your guys' thinking and imagination as it is mine.
Yeah.
Because you guys have done many things that have literally changed the story, and I've had to, fix things and change things and get back on a certain path. But you guys have almost every game I can say that I've had to improv or, wing it, quote unquote, in certain situations.
Yep, it's part of the fun.
So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see where a fully digital world and a digital gameplay will go. So it's like I'm wondering if like they will make just like a website that now everybody, you just log in with your players and your campaign and it's all in one place, or are people going to be able to take their digital works and put it in a setting that works for them?
To be honest,
like it.
That's what I do.
Sorry. I was reading gonna read Bitey's comment. You can just use the concept too. You could do a campaign that feels like From, and I like it. Yes, Dracula agrees.
Oh yeah, trust me. If you really want to get creative with it, I don't know the show From, but I'm assuming it's. I've heard you guys talking about a bit when we were on Discord the one day. It seems interesting, and it seems like it'd actually be a fun campaign setting.
It would be very interesting.
We just got to know the ending first, so we know what the monster is.
Yes, because it would be 99% improv right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'd be winging a lot of stuff.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's like a whole bunch of like homebrew campaigns people have made too for you to purchase and all that. And like, added so many more cool things and like, and they're all in book form. So that way you have all of it. And you just got to buy one book, which is, pretty generous if, as a consumer.
It is. But it's still the concept of you can still take that story and the DM and the players sitting down at the table who play that story are still going to fill in certain aspects as per their table. So you're still, like I said, following a basic bone work of a story, but it's your DM and the players that are making it its own thing. So it's going to be very interesting for I want to see how people who've only ever dabbled in 5th edition then do in that kind of format, because it's going to be such a change from 4th and 5th edition that I'm wondering if that's not going to then bring back it being difficult for some people, and why they turned away from 4th edition to begin with and created 5th edition. They created 5th edition because of what people were saying of the complications of certain things within 4th edition.
Yeah.
So it's like I almost feel like they're also making a new edition that's going to bring back the problems that you said you got rid of 4th edition to begin with.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest difference definitely between 4th edition and 5th edition is the character build.
Oh yeah.
The character build is Yeah, fourth edition holds a lot. It's way more to do in fourth edition than it is fifth edition.
Like, there's no such thing as a Paragon path. Like, that non-existent. And I find Paragon paths cool because it's like just an extra thing.
I'm saying, I don't get my little cool Oracle shit. What's up with that? The fuck is up with that? Why are they limiting us on our choices?
And there's some good feats, but I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's a lot of feats like 4th edition has, because I look at 4th edition feats, I'm like, oh my god, so much. And then when I look at 5th edition, it's like, that's a decent amount of feats.
And welcome, Korgoth.
Hello, Korgoth.
Welcome.
Yo.
We were just discussing a little bit about the possibility of D&D's new 6th edition. And speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the chat for anybody else who wants to pop on with us and talk D&D and, tell us what your take is, what you think, a digital format would be, and, what your favorite edition is, or just want to
know if you're on board with Snitch and Alderath's plan to throw me in jail. I need to know now before we go any further as a team. I need to know where I stand with my teammates. Very important. I'm asking Korgoth.
I only said it
because I was
here.
not.
What's the question?
Korgoth, where do you stand with throwing me in jail in the game, as Snitch and Alderath have so vocally made it aware they're willing to do?
Wait, what do you mean?
Korgoth he's treading lightly. He's making sure he fully understands.
I just would like to know where I stand with I feel like I know where I stand with Alderath and Snitch and how
I would just say no. I'm just
curious where you stand with that, because it matters for my decisions going forward with our cart. Because man, I'm not going to jail.
What do you?
They would have put me in jail, yo. Because it'll better make me a better thief when they somehow get me out.
No jail.
Why are you going to jail?
No, it's a hypothetical.
Whoa, hang on now. That was not the way. I will go back in our streams and I will clip the fuck out of it and I will have it ready for Saturday. Don't make. I will have to. Do I have to do?
I speak in hypothetical. All right, Alderath may not. He may think.
So here's the situation. They think that if Ty gets arrested and she breaks herself out, she will become the thief that is what do you call it?
Who can't be caught?
Can't
no jail could hold her.
Every prison, there will be no holding her back or down.
But this is not me turning me getting myself caught to get out. This is my teammates getting me arrested so they can later get me out to help my quote unquote thief reputation. I'm just not seeing the bright side of this, and I just got to make sure who I need to watch. I already know who I got to keep an eye on. Them two. I'm just curious because man, things is getting hairy in this team, and I'll appreciate getting put in jail for any reason. I don't care how beautiful they paint this picture. It ain't going down like that. It ain't going down without a fight.
As well, master thief.
No, I'm going down as a master thief. Just the one that doesn't get caught and goes to jail.
Objection.
Do I have to play this court thing again, Dave? We got to go back to evil.
Oh no! Don't go back to that dimension.
Don't go back.
Oh wow, Bitey! So you go back to all the way to 2nd edition. I've never played anything but 4th edition. I mean, I've learned how to play 5th edition, so I know the core concepts of 5th edition. But I've only ever played campaigns in 4th.
I've played. I went back as far as 3.5. back in
I know a lot
the.
of people who have dabbled in 3.5.
It was. I remember those days.
The
It was
Pathfinder, right?
no, it's D&D 3.5, and
Oh yeah, Pathfinder was
way
the knockoff or whatever.
when I used to live in the Rocky Mountains. I tried out
Wise
third
words,
edition.
lady. I would think the one who can't be caught would never get caught.
Exactly. Exactly. Never get caught.
Nah, no
That's-
jail could hold her though, so why even try and catch her in the first place?
Wise words, Sensei Bitey. Wise words.
Yeah,
Wax
see, that's
on,
like
wax
playing
off.
with fire, though, right? Because then I have to either find a way out or hope that you guys can find a way to get me out, and hope y'all don't get caught in the process and we all end up in jail. See, this is why I can't. I got to know Korgoth where we stand because
You
I'm
act
really
like I
gonna
don't
do
play
this.
with fire enough. I play with fire all the time.
I'm asking a question here,
Yeah.
and it's not directed at you at the moment. It's
Oh,
I would
It's
like.
gonna be interesting.
I would like to know where I stand because I feel
I
like
know
I
you're
can
thieving
trust
ways if you're gonna
Korgoth. And I
start.
feel like I know I can trust Lila, and I feel the same way with Korgoth. But so you got folks over there talking, and they want to loop you in with them because they've said things when you are not around. So I got to make sure, people speaking for you, Korgoth. You got to be careful with that. You got little snitch over there, and Alderrath. They speak for you a lot when you're not here.
Korgoth, it's Green Gang, all right? Come on.
No one speaks for me. I speak with my axe.
There you go.
Hey,
Spoken like a true orc.
I didn't speak for you. I just simply implied that you would most likely agree. I didn't speak for you at all. That was Alderaan.
Typical.
And you can't catch a
Fontaine.
ghost. How are you gonna catch a ghost? Right? Like you gonna have to come. I gotta come up with a new name. You can't catch a ghost.
Yeah, you
You
can.
catch a ghost. Look, this conversation is gonna frustrate the piss out of me. If you catch a ghost, it gets out to play the song. I'm play the damn song. You have to.
Yeah,
You need
just
to
play the
listen.
song.
It's already like created. What is up with people when you create something, Dana? They want to tell you how it's supposed to be created after it's already been created. Like you
Only
already.
I could do that. Only I could do that.
I know. I'm just messing with her. I don't care.
No,
Just that pissed me off.
she doesn't want. We're gonna have fun with it. She's gonna have her obstacles, and she's gonna have.
I already got
Sometimes
the guards. I got to look out.
Why are
for.
you getting caught? Why are you getting caught?
why is who getting caught?
Why is Ty getting caught? What is she?
No,
I know what's happening.
Snitch and Alderrath want to turn her in.
Damn.
That right now you understand.
What the what?
That ain't right.
Nah, that ain't right.
See, I gotta watch out for my own teammates now. Like I'm sitting here what's going on, man? I was trying to share the wealth. I was being very dude, we gonna sell this. Y'all ever get to rob folks that try to rob this? Because they gonna rob this, they don't know, and then they think they're gonna rob it, no, and then you come out from behind and it's like, what's up?
Now you can't put cuffs on something that's not there.
Get magical cuffs that can.
Well, okay, they just have to know that they know I'm a ghost pirate, and they come up to me to capture me just but they got magical cuffs on hand.
There you go.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Dana, you're gonna have to have magical cuffs, and your guys somehow the guards.
I actually do have a magical cuffs of sorts in my world, but that's because they were created to capture a god.
Oh, I need those.
But what do you think, Korgoth? You think an all digital D&D version is a good move?
Is that what they're doing with 6th edition?
That's what the rumors are, that it's going to be a fully digitized edition.
I mean, I could see that going for the new generation, but old school guys like me are probably used to 3D visual art, at the table, the drawings, the fake little trees, all that. You're actually looking at something. Versus,
but Ty also brought up a good point that once it goes digital, is it no longer a tabletop game? Because what's
What's the difference then, like between
definition?
a
Well,
regular RPG game, like the free to play ones that you can go online and play? As far as like the style of game, I know there's differences in like a little bit, but I mean like as far as just playing a RPG.
There's an actual classification: tabletop RPG, and then you got MMORPG. Dungeons and Dragons is considered tabletop RPG, yeah. So, I mean, depends how they classify it. I have to, I can't really. I don't want to like. That's crazy. I mean, that's like almost playing Baldur's Gate. I want to say, but not really.
That's worse than Baldur's Gate.
I mean, I have seen like startup Kickstarters where digitally where you could like still make your world and stuff. You're given a like thing to make your own campaign and stuff, and the players have to make their own characters. I guess it's just the same thing but virtual. You still have to like make your characters from scratch. You got to check out these other Kickstarters they're trying to pull out before. That's why Sword of the Coast is doing it, because they found out all these Kickstarters are coming in with their own virtual thing. But Sword of the Coast or the Wizard of the Coast
Buzz is still for tabletop. Like people still want those miniatures. They still want that type of feel of what a tabletop game is.
Yeah. It's still classified as tabletop, but I mean that's a hard one. Like I think it would have to be generation wise. Like I don't know. I have to think about that one.
Corgan, like they're not even gonna make books. Like for 5th edition, they at least made books for it.
They're not even gonna make books?
Yeah.
No,
you gotta have
digital.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 100% digital online. That's my theory is they're going to put a paywall behind it to make money because greediness.
That sounds like cash grab now.
Exactly.
See, that's what I was saying, and Snitch, that it's now become a cash grab.
Just like these games and the apps where you play like first 20 levels, then they want you to spend money to further advance. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I just want to play, that seems, I don't know.
Yeah, they're also getting rid of so many things, like half races. Like, I don't even want to get started on that controversy, but that was...
Which one?
Getting rid of all the half races from D&D.
Half races?
Yeah.
Like the half orcs and the half goblins and the half gnomes?
Yeah,
all those people...
Half elves.
So they never think that orc and a human can get it on at some point and create.
So they say it's racist, which I don't know how that could be racist. It's literally species, intermingling.
I don't want to say anything to piss. I'm just gonna leave it alone before I say the W word.
Yeah, but no, it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what way they take it.
Yeah. Also, my worry is a balancing issue, because 5th edition, they should work on balancing more stuff in 5th edition than making an entire edition.
Well, 5th edition was so rushed. 5th edition was literally rushed because, I don't know where they got that there was a widespread complaint, group about 4th edition, and I'm like, I don't, what is there, yes, there are issues with 4th edition like that, but as a DM, there are issues that you can fix within your game. You don't, it's not issues that I've ever come across to where the gameplay is any more difficult than any of the prior editions.
Mm-hmm.
I just I don't see the complaints that some other people see, but I could get it when it comes to the character build, because like I said, the character build in 4th edition is yes. Like it has turned people away because it is a complicated process when it comes to making characters in D&D 4th edition. But again, like once you get past that, the gameplay is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even you, Ty, this was your first real character build, sitting down and making your character for the first time. What did you see anything that in your eyes as a new player would make it quote unquote complicated?
Well, to be fair, we did have a lot of help. But I would say one of the great choreograph, I don't know what you got going on.
I think he's in a kitchen.
Okay, I wondered. I was just like, so I didn't know if he was.
Are you roasting up some chickens for your beholder?
I was like, you washing dishes?
Maybe.
He said maybe.
I don't know. I just get there was a lot of water sounds. I just wasn't sure.
I was for a second there too. I was like, is somebody unclogging a toilet?
I didn't want to say.
Is that Cornell's business plan?
Did the folder back up the pipes?
I'm sorry. I was trying to explain it, and all I could hear was the water, and I was like,
he's eating spaghetti.
I'm
I
sorry,
like that,
I was
buddy.
distracted.
Buddy said he's eating spaghetti.
Nice. But
your highlight Bitey eating spaghetti. But no,
Spaghetti.
Alderath does help a lot. And having, I think, the way D&D, alright, sort of the way I remember D&D growing up. Again, I didn't play it, but I walked past a lot of people playing D&D, going to like the little arcade that we had. You know, you had all the card games and tabletops went up front, and then you had the arcade in the back. So, and it was, you know, the way it was set up for a lot of people, they came in, and I know y'all kind of know more about what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of what I visualized when I walked by it, where all these people came in and you had games that were set up, people are watching, those people who watch eventually play, but there's almost like this transition period, right? You kind of come into it to experience see what it's about, and then you kind of get help along the way. And to, you know, that just like how you guys helped us new players to help us build our characters, help us understand the rules and how it's played. No different than when you think about other games growing up, right? You got people you help. I hate to say it, your parents helped, you know, they helped you learn how to play card games and stuff. You had to learn the rules, and there could be all kind of crazy rules, but you learned them, right? Because you kind of watched and then you learned. And they're kind of streamlining everything so fast to where you're not taking the time to really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really absorb it before you move on to the next thing. And that's what you kind of have to do with this, right? Like, we really had to sit down and play to absorb it. Like, and then that was just a practice. That's not even the game, right? Like, you used to actually do practice and tutorials. Now they're like these quick streamline things. Even for me, when I play games now, like newer games, they give me a tutorial. I'm like, that was it. Okay, and then you're straight into full game mode with people who probably played the game 20 million times, and they're kicking your ass, and you're just like, oh, great, fun, nice. But before, you know, you get a little bit more tutorial, a little bit more fun at learning how to play. I hate to say it, maybe your baby a little bit, but you don't get those. I've even played it where you're like, okay, well, you just have to play this little mode over here. And I'm like, okay, I played it, and it's like you still don't really get to feel the game, right? Now, with you guys, you really get to play. You get to understand what it is that you're doing before you get into the game. And maybe they're going to take that away with this, because you don't get that opportunity for people to come in and see what's going on as much before that sort of like personal interaction.
Yes. And what's up, Buddha Cafe? Thanks for stopping by. Yes, he gives you some sound advice, Korgoth. Do not forget to flush. Just in case. We're just discussing certain aspects of Dungeons and Dragons. Have you ever played before, Buddha? If you have, what edition have you played?
But
We're just discussing how there might be taking D&D fully digital. Books and all.
the everything with each edition, the core rules is always the same, more or less. The difference is it's just adding, like its own conversion. Like fourth edition is like squares, fifth edition is like feet. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 feet, and
I don't know.
but honestly, you could just take everything from fifth edition and make more stories and to put it into fourth edition. You could do the same thing with the second, third, and put it all into any edition. It's just all it is really. It's just more content. That's all it's about. If you think about it, honestly, you could keep everything. You could say it's just a complete edition, and the core rules is.
Does the digital aspect of it take away from the imagination? Because what if you as a DM or you as a player have made a specific change to your game or an item or anything? So does everybody have to be a computer programmer to add it to their new digital game? What if the computer can't take what you've done and bring it into your digital world? Does it almost handicap you against your imagination that D&D is known for?
I guess it depends on the setup. I'm not too familiar.
But you know what I mean? Like you guys make
Yeah.
so many changes in the game. How does that work? So does that then mean that now every new D&D digital version is going to be streamlined because you can only do what's in the computer program? And I feel like that takes away everything that D&D is. Because like I was explaining to Ty and Snitch, you guys change the story every episode. You've changed something. We have yet to go into a session to where you have literally followed my bullet points through the session. I'm literally, my pages are filled with red ink by the time that we're done. So like how like that's why I'm saying, does everybody have to be some kind of computer programmer to be able to make the changes needed for what D&D is imagination wise? Buddha says I have in the 80s D&D and advanced D&D from 81 to 87. Okay, so you're familiar at least with D&D.
Nice.
Yeah.
She says, "Fuck it, we play from like Bitey says and get abducted by fairies and such."
That
Never
would be a funny
know.
little one shot that you might.
Yeah, that might be a fun little.
Yes,
That's a good idea. Snitch. Yeah. Oh, that would be
It
fun.
says very much. But what do you think, as somebody who's played older editions than both me and Korgoth? Do you think digital will change? Fully digital will change D&D, Buddha?
Advanced,
I'm trying to
man.
think, like, how did, because like I said, I watched very few. I watched like one stream or two where they played, and it was the digital sort of, whatever the new digital kind of computer one they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't fully grasp it. Like they were kind of typing some stuff in and put some stuff in, but I don't know the extent of that. Like how, like is that to me was different because even the dice rolls were different. They were always using the computer program to roll it. And I'm thinking to myself, how does that work? How, like, I get it's the algorithm, so it's rolling like it's going by probability, right? But when I roll a dice on my table, or any table, right, the surface, depending on how I roll it, it's gonna roll differently, right? Like, I'm sorry, if you got a divot in your desk, or you got like it hits something, right?
Mhm.
Like you are taken away from dice roll. Like I think about those little things when I play games. Especially you play games, stuff like that, because you're like, how's that? There's only so much you can get from everything. So you try to pick all the way down to like the smallest detail to figure out what you like. How can you do this? How can you do that? The computer program is going to take away like all of anything they can do, and it's going to take away the probability because there's nights where we roll like all ones. There's times we like each one of us is rolled like 3 ones, right?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you, Buddha.
And on the same time, we'll roll like 20s. But it looks like when our Dark Lord practice was rolling the digital one, he was having like really bad luck, right? Like it was almost like, what the fuck is this?
You're roboting a little bit, my darling.
Yeah. Oh, there she goes. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Buddha. If they do make the 6th edition, they shouldn't make it. They should make it to where you have an option to either go the full book route or the whole online route, and there should be customization. Like you can't just, not theme what you said.
But now here you go, Snitch. Is that not now a money grab? Because now they're not just going to give DMs that option. They're going to give you that option, but guess what you're going to have to do?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not a money grab.
No, but like this is what I'm saying. Like it's just, are they making it digital because they think they're going to make D&D better because that's what the editions have been? So up until this point, you had 1st edition, then came along 2nd edition that was supposed to make everything from 1st edition much easier, and so on and so forth until we're now up to 5th edition.
Well, they've already done that with 5th edition.
For half of those things that you would have to pay to use a digital format.
They've already done that with 5th edition with D&D Beyond, where you can either go on the online route, where it has all the books and all that, but you have to pay for it again.
Yes, but it's still a choice. You're not forced to play that way.
Yeah.
When you're only offering digital content, now you're basically saying the only way. It's not like going out and finding a book, or because sometimes libraries have, like, there's other ways you could get cheaper copies that are used. Like there's ways around certain buying of books in the lower editions. But for like the digital content, now it's like, oh, you want a map? You're gonna have to pay for it. I can't just draw one myself.
Yeah.
Well, you could probably build the map to a degree.
That's why there's other third-party websites, but
a lot of games have a box where you build a map. I'm more worried about the item, how the characters can build, how they're gonna...
Sorry.
Nope, I see Ty being like, damn internet.
Yeah, I agree, Buddha. Just the forced to buy models and stuff. And it's a lot of just, it's definitely a money grab, I feel. 6th edition is, because why? Why make it all 100% digital? Plus, you make money like that anyway. With just the minis and all that, it's just more money.
Yeah, everything's going to be a tier level. Everything's going to be expansions and this and that. So, like, I don't know. I don't see this making I could see the lore of it to the younger generation, because everything to
it's only for the younger generation.
Yeah.
It's just for the younger generation. That's all it is. Yeah. The whole point of D&D is to sit around with your friends to gather in one space, and just make us. One person tells a story, the other one just the other people just follow, and it's an interaction. That's all it was. COVID brought all this back. It brought back D&D. Like, that's why it's popular again, because it really was stuck in online D&D, but everybody was doing it, but now they're just trying to like capitalize and make more money since COVID's gone, but D&D is still making money. So
there's still people who spend a lot on models and stuff and books. Like, it's not like they just stopped selling books; they still sell books, and quite a bit of them, because they keep making.
But not only that, D&D makes you good at math, writing, creative arts. Learn how to set up. It teaches you how to do basic, things as a human being in general. So it's very educational, if you want to put it like that.
It improves your social skills.
Yeah, and you act it out. You in its most things into your character, into the world.
I mean, D&D at its core is one person tells a story, and then you all get to be participants in their story.
Yeah.
So on DMing, it's being creative, and for the players, it's having fun.
Yeah, but it's creative for players too, in a sense.
Oh yeah, because
that's what it's for everybody. You're learning math. You're learning to read. You learn to do all this. Everyone's doing it. DM and players alike. You learn how to make art. So you see some crazy art,
Oh
Yeah, I know. Ty's gonna attempt to paint her own dragon, I believe.
Ooh, see that what that this game motivated her to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
that's
even
what
like
it is.
with the swamp map, I set up things with a board. I didn't like the way it looked. I drew my own map,
And you drew 10 times better.
and so I'm just wondering if all that, like, in a digital form, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's one thing. We do it on the computer, so we do have a digital aspect to our game. But you guys all still use pretty much paper to keep track of all your character stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do stuff in the digital realm for D&D, but our game is still very much, I guess, what would be considered old school.
I can only imagine what the founder of D&D has got to be thinking. He's still alive, actually. Gary Agnex or something.
Yes.
That man is still alive.
Yes.
He's got to be like, whoa, that's not what I had intent to mind. Or I don't know.
I've already seen some things where he's called some of the BS that they're doing at Wizards of the Coast. Like, there's so many things they're ruining. Like,
There's two of them, right? Two creators, right? Or was just one? I can't remember. I think it was two.
4 of them, but I'm pretty sure 3 of them are dead.
Yeah. Wonder they never got the redstone.
That's a bit. But yeah, no, he's the last man standing. I'm pretty sure to try and keep D&D.
I think he's just
the moment he goes, they're gonna do so many bad decisions with it, because at the end of the day, someone's always gonna come along and fuck up your idea somehow, and you can't stay around long enough to prevent them from doing that forever.
I don't know. I don't see a lot of old school players, and even when I say old school, I mean even you and me, Korgoth, our generation, fully getting on board with a digital.
Unless it's like, I mean, unless I'm playing a video game,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Does D&D? How do you call it a tabletop? Like isn't that what Baldur's Gate is for?
But even Baldur's Gate is a tabletop. Anything, but they just take the story of it and make it into a video game stuff. Like the video, like Baldur's Gate 3 that's out now. That's more for a video game, but they still take the core concepts of the edition and put it into the game, right? So it's just more like very interactive. It cuts off the paperwork, but again, it's about being with friends and stuff. If you want to play alone and play, you can play Baldur's Gate. If you want to play with friends, you play regular tabletop with a bunch of people. Plus, it's more fun, you make popcorn or whatever, or drink some, dwarven ale, in my case, So,
I also wonder what are they going to change as far as rules go, too, because that changes every edition.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to redo stats again, but it seems like they're always trying to minimize the numbers of stats.
Yes.
From 4th edition to 5th edition, I'm like, whoa, there's 30s in here? And meanwhile, it's 5th edition, not really meant to go past 20. in your stat. Like,
Yep.
there's so many things like you can't level up this stat unless over 20, and I'm like, that's stupid. And you're only limited to level 20. In level 4th edition, you're limited to level 30, and and that's it. Just
Agreed, Miss Dracula. They can't take away storytelling around the campfire from us. They'll try and corrupt the younglings for sure, but once they have the real experience, they'll convert to old school.
oh yeah, definitely Dracula.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of people are looking for even 4th edition gameplay. Like, that's why I love playing 4th edition, because it's such a different experience from 5th.
Oh yeah, 5th is like, the way I DM my 5th is I don't like restrict anything because I feel like that's stupid and dumb.
Well,
But
5th.
a lot of overpowered things in there, and I'm like, well, then I guess I'm just gonna have to make something to try and counteract that. Because that's what I tell my players. When you get stronger, I get stronger. Like
I literally said that last week. Oh, you guys are leveling up? So
I
are
level
my
up.
characters.
Exactly.
No, it's what you got to do. But what were you gonna say, Korgoth, about 5th?
No, I've noticed that 5th edition has a lot of like extra stuff, like cards, extra like there's so many extra things they attach with 5th edition, like you know what I'm trying to say. If you go to a store, you'll see a lot of extra stuff, like a box of cards or like something. Oh man, I lost my train of thought.
Cards of items and stuff, like they'll have.
Yeah, there's different items. Like there's an item box card. You take the item cards out, and you can look at the items you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that way you don't just have to have the book and all that. But it's.
Yeah. So if they're gonna do digital, what's gonna happen to like these comic book shops that still do campaigns?
Yeah.
They're not gonna buy computers and all that shit. They're still gonna like probably do fourth edition.
What Dracula said, they'll just revert back to older editions.
Yeah, they'll just go back to 5th or 4th.
There's people even bringing back 3.5.
Ooh, the 3.5 has great. I want to say combat. I can't remember. It's been so long since 3.5. It was my very first character.
That's where 4th took its combat from. It didn't change much from the combat style in 3.5.
Yeah.
They just, I think 4th edition expanded 3.5 because it took a lot from 3.5 and then made more when it came to the classes and races and backstories.
Yeah.
The full detail of making your character and all the little tidbits that go into making your character.
Yeah.
And then 5th edition took that all away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what to make of a digital version.
Yeah, and also how does it account for like all the homebrew stuff that you as a DM or a player, because Artificer is like the ultimate class for homebrew. You are literally a magical, you create stuff with magic. But, just creating base set, like basic stuff that the game gives you and not allowing you to put your creativity into it is dumb.
Yeah, I don't know.
All aspects of it, but yeah, it's really sad because I already know that there's people going to defend this hardcore, and when I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm not saying it's good though.
I mean, everybody has their opinion. Like,
yeah.
Says anyone know if D&D had a panel at Comic-Con? did anyone speak? Yeah, no, there was no. The only people who were at Comic-Con and typically go to New York are just Critical Role, the specific group on YouTube that plays the live games. D&D itself has not gone to a Comic-Con, God, since at least in New York. I don't know about San Diego since I've been going to Comic-Con, because I definitely, if there was a D&D panel, I definitely would have been sitting in there for sure. The only people who ever go to Comic-Con are typically just Critical Role.
Yeah, what is Critical Role gonna do about it? Since they based off what their stuff in 5th edition too.
Oh yeah, there's a 5th edition campaign right now.
Mercer.
Talk to the chat and talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds.
No.
Yeah. It's just basically you and me. We're coming to you live from the end somewhere in America. I don't know. Just trying to be funny.
We're coming live on Eberron.
Live from New York. It's not even Saturday yet. God damn it. Yeah. Man, it's been raining like crazy here from this hurricane. Hurricane Debbie Donna.
Yeah, I'm like, there's too much rain.
Yeah.
Too much rain. Last time I visited, there wasn't as much rain. What is
this? I have to say, it's not hot. It's very almost like I see people already putting jackets on. I was like, whoa, slow down, folks. Slow down. Summer's not that over yet. But,
it is.
Yeah. But, jeez.
Yeah. And I walked down to the porch one morning, and I saw someone walking down the street with a coat on in that, and I'm like, I'm in my t-shirt and shorts, and I'm like, it is not cold out. What the heck?
Yeah, I agree.
I live up in Michigan, and Michigan weather. Other people's cold is not my cold.
No.
And it's funny when be 40 degrees out and someone's wearing a coat, and I'm like, it's pretty nice weather out. I don't know what your complaint is, but Canadians have it way better than me though.
Canadians wish they could cast Fireball.
Yeah, exactly.
Buddha says, I don't think they will go full digital. No way will they have players cosplay with friends with laptops all over the place.
Exactly. Especially cosplay. That's a big thing. That's a big money thing. That's big business for clothes and art and makeup,
Oh, and imagine all the dice companies shit in their pants. Because that's how they make most of their sales on dice. Unless it's for...
I'm sure those companies have other things besides dice. That can't be their sole company. All right, guys, we need some new dice ideas. We got the the D12, D10, D20. We need something new. Come on. We got the D100. Well, how about we make D Infinity dice?
No, it's like making different designs for dice and different sets, that make it look pretty.
Yeah, I'm just goofing around.
Yeah, but they're mainly marketed towards D&D to have your own pretty set of dice.
Yeah. Everybody's got. Some people have every color known to man.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing: dice hoarders like myself,
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. Yeah.
Trust me, I plan on my expansion.
I know. I just made a nice little bag of dice for our Dark Lord that I'm going to be sending out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Dark Lord, is he mucking around here?
No, we haven't seen him tonight. He's restricting his powers. He's getting ready to place his next team.
He's just getting his massages from his minions. He ain't doing nothing.
Probably.
But yeah, I hope so, Buddha. I hope they don't go full digital. Otherwise, it's going to be a really stupid business choice on their end. because all the old people get the newer people into it. If you already give the newer people a shitty experience, and they're not going to want to do it.
Yeah.
Or scripted experience, you know, like.
What do you think,
And
Mike? Do you think that they'll go full digital?
I mean, that's what they said. That's what the guy for whatever was talking. I watched a video the other day, and they were talking about Hasbro said they're going full digital. So I don't know what that means, but that's what they said.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. But I wonder if maybe now that a new edition or this whatever they're thinking about dropping, maybe they will have somebody at Comic-Con. I'll look out for a panel when I go to New York. I'll see what, if anything, D&D is going to be there. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. Because full digital will not work.
Wizards of the Coast.
Full digital will definitely not work for our game. Because I'm not using anything literal rules and formats of gameplay.
Yeah.
So someone like me who created a full story, I would have to sit there for how long and upload all my info and put everything in.
Like, also, like, there's DMs with house rules, you know, like, if they don't like certain rules from the game itself. But if you make it full digital, you can't apply your own house rules to it.
Yes. Very, very true.
Like, my house rule is for 5th edition, no attunement. Because I find attunement to be stupid. Because you're only, like, allowed so many attunement slots to have certain magic items. And I find it dumb. Because, like, so you're just, you know, limited, like, permanently? You can only use a certain amount of magic items?
Yeah.
When the game has so many magic items to offer, like,
you're kind of like me, because that's why I let you guys, anything that I give you or has to do with me is considered extra, and you're not limited to what you can do with dailies, encounters, and certain other aspects. So yeah, I see that, because you don't want to always limit certain things, but I get why sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword. It's going to be very interesting. I think the only way it would work is if people are just looking to go in and play a generic game. No homebrewing, no extra little additives, and they just want to sit down, play a streamlined game of D&D. And so I get it, why they might be trying to do something like that, but then it's not D&D anymore.
Yeah, you're excluding a lot more bigger the fan base. There's not a lot of people.
You're literally telling me you're fucking nerfing everything that makes D&D what it is. Like, okay, so yeah, no fun. I'm good. Like, that wouldn't be enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see which way that D&D is going to go. I'm not too sure.
Hopefully they go the way Budo's saying. They don't go 100% digital, but
I could see if they want to offer a form of that, then make D&D like 6th edition to make a digital format and a traditional format.
Well, that's what D&D Beyond is basically. It's just a digital form of D&D, and that's what Roll20 is for. It's so you could play that. You know, they kind of work together in that way, and they're both pretty much free, except there's a paywall for. I don't know if there's one for Roll20, but I know there's one for D&D Beyond.
Interesting. Buddha says to sell digital to fans, they need to go for the head of the snake. That is to satisfy the DM. So I would think they will allow DMs to do whatever they want. Sandbox. I would hope so.
I would hope so as well, but so many stupid decisions that have been made.
I know. It's definitely going to be interesting, but no, this is this is nice talking about some D&D stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It
Not
was a
just
nice
our
little
little thing.
Yes, but we'll see what you guys do on Saturday. I'm pretty sure you're going to go heal Adelaide and then head over to the mountain. That's just my assumptions, but I could always be wrong. I never know what you guys are going to do.
Well, they might, but I gotta go stay with the villagers to help them prepare for that attack.
Oh, yes, you're going to help them make booby traps.
Mm-hmm. So that's probably what my character will be doing, is helping with traps along the town defenses. Because Ikit has led people into battle before. He's not, I mean, how do you think he killed all those human villages that he's hated so much? He didn't do it by himself. He's had to lead people, but he just doesn't like it.
Interesting.
He views people more as numbers on a sheet than anything.
And then I can't wait for Benda to join. I'm so curious to see what he does with how he plays his character. He is such a friggin' lunatic. I can only imagine what he is going to do. And Korgoth, he has given you permission to throw him. And Alderath, he said to use him as will.
I don't need permission. I'm just gonna throw him. But thank you.
He said, but thank you.
Yeah, I didn't get real much permission either.
He didn't ask you when he threw you?
No.
He just did it and told you while you were mid-air, oh, by the way, I'm throwing you.
Yeah, as I feel his hand on my shirt, like, what? Also, I'm flying through the air and I see an opponent. I'm like, oh, well.
Cast fireball! Cast fireball midair!
Cast fireball midair so don't hit me.
Or as I take my turn and I can't reach him, so I yell at the goblin, cast fireball! DM goes, no, you can't do that. Fine, I use Intimidate on the goblin to cast fireball, and I rolled 20, and the goblin cast fireball. There, the end.
There, the end.
Bunda's asking if any of us collect old lead D&D figures. I do not. I don't have any old classic figurines. Most of my figurines are plastic based. But I do not. I don't know about you, Korgoth.
I got nothing from I used to back in the day, but I got nothing now.
But,
I didn't.
Buddha, are you in the Discord? Because if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord and put up all your photos of all your miniatures and everything. There's a channel in the Discord for people to show off their miniatures, and if you're looking to sell them or anything, you can certainly go ahead and put them up in the Discord. Let me get.
So that got it's a ring, skeleton ring I bought.
Miss Dracula, if you're still listening, can you throw up the Discord link? But no, I wasn't even aware that they really made the old figurines out of lead, like legit lead.
Probably. I never used that back in the day. We just used paper in our imaginations. And a lot of smoke. Try to keep it PG for the goblin.
Weed.
And other things I can't even mention.
That's crazy.
Well, I was like 18.
Old nerds out there who got lead poisoning from playing with the old D&D miniatures.
I mean, I've lost contact with all of them, so
You
yeah.
got hit by an old miniature. You get stabbed by one of their little swords. Now you're like dying of lead poisoning.
Yeah, it's a slow 1d10 years from now.
Yeah,
Thank you, my
one
darling.
years.
That's the D&D Discord, Buddha. Just go ahead. There's channels in there to show off miniatures, to sell D&D related stuff.
Buddha,
Feel free to put whatever you want up in the Discord and show it off.
Buddha Cafe sounds familiar.
I just don't know if he's in the Discord. No, but it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I don't want to give up. Like, I love setting up a board. I love miniatures. I love all that. Yeah, so there's a channel, Buddha, for like showing off miniatures and everything. It's right under the it's in the promotion section. Just put up photos of whatever D&D miniatures you have. You never know. There might be a collector in the Discord. I just only have all the miniatures and stuff that I use. That's not something I even knew existed. But I don't know. I don't want to get rid of like my map and my minis and all that.
Well, you wouldn't have to get rid of it. It would just be, you'd be considered old by the new people. But I would also be considered old by the new people because I don't fucking. D&D isn't 100% digital for me, and it never will be. I still have stat blocks of my monsters like on me, and I'll never give my players that. They'll never get it. It's just for me to look at.
If you want to play D&D online, you play Dungeons and Dragons online.
Yeah,
you play Neverwinter online, Baldur's Gate online. You can play all those games online. That's what they're for. Tabletop is more intricate and more intimate and all you're creating something that you made out of coming out of your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how the digital thing's gonna, replicate all that. How many I barely remember my first character, which was the cheesy, human paladin. I didn't know anything. So everybody looked at me like, why are you picking that one? Because I don't know. When I first chose it, many moons ago, in that galaxy far, far away.
When dinosaurs roam the earth.
Exactly. When gods rule the world. Hercules. Before, when I met Hercules and Xena and all those, that's how old I am, or even older.
Sure. That must make me ancient too.
Yeah. Back to the primordial days.
Yeah, right. But no, I guess this is where we'll call it a night, guys. This was fun. And we will be back Saturday for the next episode. And hopefully I will have some of my players actually here with me in person playing.
Hopefully.
I know Snitch is going to be traveling and going to a far off distant land.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
I'll be too busy helping with the villagers anyway, so I'll have to teach them actual.
Yes, he came up
science.
with a good idea since the army's marching down on Wallspar to set up some traps and stuff around the walls.
Touche.
Yeah,
I
smart
will
thinking.
turn this into a fortress.
Of solitude.
Yep. No, not that one.
Oh, Darn.
I'm thinking more of like the Golden Palace, you know.
Mm.
And tomorrow night we will be on Scarlet's channel, which I have the link to her YouTube and her Discord in the description as well. So if you're into evil and stuff, and we do Friday
Evil.
calls with Susie, my awesome, amazing mom.
Yeah, I feel like, is that her mom I'm hearing?
Yes. My mom loves being on the radio, Korgoth. Don't you know that? She loves the radio.
Yeah. That's what she's calling it now.
Yeah, it's cute.
I was not hearing. I was like, oh my god, it's Susie.
Yep. She feels all special. She loves it.
I was like, I want to stick around and listen to this.
Oh, you
Mom's
really
got a
want
good
to
thing
listen
on
to
the show.
tomorrow?
She was really into it too.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Tomorrow, I
been in the
cannot
evil
wait.
dimension twice now.
What was that, Ty?
I just can't wait to see what your mom says tomorrow night.
I know. She came home and started to clean in anticipation of our family arrival tomorrow, but she is going to, I'm going to watch it with her tomorrow at some point.
Oh, she's gonna freak out.
Yeah, I promised her that I would watch it with her. Yes.
My babies.
So I don't get yelled at. You didn't tell me about this. What is this? What is happening?
What is happening right now? Oh my god.
You did not warn me.
I was never told about this information occurring. But yeah,
Yes, I'm gonna start putting up the schedules of like our streams and our games and stuff in the Discord as well. When we stream on my channel, when we stream on Scarlet's channel, and everything that we're doing and things that we're thinking about doing in the future. And we have a lot of stuff happening.
Upshoots coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
If I finish it.
We're going to do some stuff, and it's going to be interesting because I'm going to get to be a player. Korgoth is going to DM a couple of one-shots, and I get to dust off my old Deva Invoker. And
yes. Go back to being a DM.
Dust off that bad boy. And boy, oh boy, am I going to be a pain in your ass. Just know that putting me in the player's chair is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah. And no, I'm not going to show my face, so don't even ask.
Show your face.
You're not gonna show that beautiful, sexy face of yours.
Nah.
We won't get to read.
Trust me. If I start groaning or making noises, you'll know that you got me. Like, God damn fucking players got me. All right, so this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Okay,
you'll know. You'll know my clicks.
It's gonna be very fun to get to be a player again. I have not been a player in over 10 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very, very interesting for me to turn that mindset on. But just know I'm coming for you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw it all back at you. This is where you're getting it just because you're DMing right now, and it's payback for everybody.
Yeah. Out of the 10 stories.
Well, just because you want us to do that, I say we go the absolute opposite way, take the long road round back, and just fuck with everything.
I choose to go with what you told me not to go.
Exactly. Oh, I'm gonna do everything the opposite. You want me to do what? Yeah, nope, I'm gonna go do that.
I knock you prone.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. All I'm gonna do is
Silvers can't knock prone there. Haha.
no, it's gonna get to be some home brewing in there.
Well, I don't know.
Yes,
it's an upshoot. Relax. It's not a campaign. It's an upshoot.
But
It's one shot.
No. All you guys are going to be playing with your traditional homebrewed characters, so it's only fair that I get to throw in a couple of things onto my player, my character.
I mean, yeah, it's still in your world technically, so I have to buy your rules. So I just get to fuck with. Sorry, we have to talk about that later. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I also had some ideas that I'll have to run by you after the stream's over.
Yes, we're definitely anybody who wants to ever host a night or you know, snitch. I'm even okay with even if you want to dabble into fifth edition.
I can make
There
a little
doing
one
some one
shot for
shots
fifth
because I know there
edition.
are people who are going to be interested in 5e games as well compared to fourth edition. So I'm fully okay. Just then I'm going to be a novice because I've only ever played one fifth edition campaign and I don't remember anything.
Trust me, I'm playing with a 3 in my current campaign, and I have 2 older players who played 5th edition, and they're helping them out, and I know how to help them out.
Exactly, Buddha. He gets it. I
Yeah,
imagine David grabbing the steering wheel. All right, Korat, that's it. Spectre, get out. That's it. Nope.
Yeah, it's like you guys
I
are
don't like
all in
this.
like a van, and
This
David's
is
in the
making me
passenger
feel
seat.
icky.
As you know,
It's like, let's just say anything.
Nope. I don't like being on this side of the table. Nope. I don't like it. No. But yeah, we're gonna work that in, and we're gonna make it to where anybody who's interested in playing a one-shot game with us will be able to come on and play some stuff with us. So we have a lot of stuff happening.
yep, it won't always be in barista. Sometimes you might be in a completely new place.
And it's going to be interesting to see if you guys use your primary characters or take advantage of trying out some other characters.
No, I'll probably just have the orc. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep the beholder. I don't know. Maybe.
Ty loves her character too much. She's gonna be that tiefling forever.
I'll probably just put him in pasture for like one session or something. Oh, or have him get kidnapped. I don't know. I'll have to figure that shit out.
As a new player, Ty, are you happy? Do you like your character? Would you have picked a different race or anything up until this point?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of changed it and took on the multi-classing, but as far as race goes, I mean, I don't know. I got played more. It's too new. It hasn't settled yet.
Trust me, I definitely plan on using new characters whenever we do one shots. So you just gotta give me a bit ahead of time before we play, because I gotta make a whole new character.
Is there a race, Ty, that if you weren't your tiefling, that grabbed your eye before you chose your tiefling? Was there a runner up?
I don't know. Yes and no. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really think about it because I just kind of went with like the storyline of where I was like the story I was kind of going with. So I didn't really think about it like past that.
The tiefling really fit what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
No, it does. It very much goes perfectly with your story. Being from the Nightmare Realm and or of the Nightmare Realm and your demon
Nightmare
connections and no, tiefling actually is a very good fit.
Oh yeah, because they're half demon. Or we'll have devil, technically.
Before we wrap it up, any last words before Saturday's session?
We're coming for you, Braxis.
Fireball.
Are you guys going to start placing your orders on Temu?
No.
No, I don't want his evil services.
I have money now. I'm no longer broke. I'm like the broke lord.
Finally got a little gold in your pocket there, Snitch.
Yep. I'm no longer broke. Happy face.
You've made some bank. You made some coin.
Yeah. Let's just say the profiting off a dead teammate was most enjoyable.
He won't miss his gold where he is.
No. Back it up.
Right now he's a Braxis's little plaything.
Little bitch.
Pretty much. No, so it's gonna be interesting to see what you guys do Saturday. I'm preparing for you guys to go to the mountain because I kind of figured that might be your your next choice, but Miss Ty noticed a little Easter egg on my map.
Well, we're gonna go there too, but yeah, we probably gonna have to go to the mountain first. I'm gonna get to our little nymph over there, a little water nymph. We got to check
Maybe
out
that
at
could
some
be a
point.
little side quest for us, but not right now. I have to prepare the townspeople, the bumbling idiots they are, into defending them.
We gotta get
I'm
the
not
thing,
enjoying this
the
task at all.
mountain,
I
and
will do
we
it.
also got to get the worms out of our head. And
Yes, don't forget the worms.
yes,
You might have to do that before you guys go to the mountain.
we don't know yet. We got to wait. We got to get back to Adelaide and see what's up.
I'm definitely gonna have to ask John's character. They're soldiers, and them gonna definitely need some volunteers for this.
Yes, you must have to prepare for battle. And this is going to be like your first full-on like army situation.
Siege
You are going to
battle.
be facing down a full battalion of hordes of shadow creatures.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Yes.
Rage on, lead these army into battle. That's where I
If
excel.
you're really well, calm your horses there. Calm your horses. There's gonna be a lot. All right, so you gotta, I'm gonna have to do some things. All right, so don't just charge in and run straight ahead. All right.
That's kind of my thing.
Yes, I know, but chill out for once. For one time, all right.
I didn't get to chop any heads off, okay? We didn't chop off the Milky Witch's head off. We didn't chop off this dude's head off. We didn't chop any heads off. And yeah, okay, I'm looking to chop some heads.
Hey, look at me. You think I was disappointed too, all right? But, good sir, trust me, the bodies that will be left over will definitely be able to chop their heads off.
There ain't no bodies. They could be glittering smoke.
Oh, I'm
Smoke.
talking. Okay, are you sure it's just gonna be shadow creatures? Because they could have some drow in there. You never know. Because some loft orb now. Trust me, I'm sure there'll be people who are actually able to be headed, and well, they'll probably have a spike or two in them by the time they reach the wall. Hopefully, but if it's just shadow minions, I'm sure we'll go find their little forward operation base. Because trust me, they're not gonna just bring a whole.
You chop the heads off. You chop the heads off, and you throw it at the enemies. And then they get intimidated and running scared, seeing their fellow man's head chopped off. Yes.
And I'm like, have you ever sieged a city, my friend?
Well, they're coming. They're coming with the full horde of whatever is in that territory.
Yeah.
They're marching your way.
Yeah. Now, if it's just shadow creatures, then yeah, they don't need to set up a camp. But if there are other things that require food or basic needs, like sleep, oh boy, they're going to have a forward operation base.
Yes.
They're taking their orders from Abraxas himself.
Exactly.
They don't need a forward base.
Every army requires a forward operation base.
Yes and no.
Okay, if you're talking about undead legions, then yeah, they don't need sleep or rest or food. But shadow minions, from what I've observed, at least eat. So they at least need to eat. Maybe they don't need to sleep, or maybe they just eat just for fun. But some of their leaders, like fallen fairies, definitely need to eat or sleep. Is from what I've observed. So if there's fallen fairies with them, they're going to need a place to rest. Otherwise, they're going to be attacking us while they're exhausted and starving. That is never a good thing to do when you head into battle. Trust me, I've learned from experience. So, let me do the planning, big man, and I'll tell you where to go.
You don't know what I'm doing in my tribe, little gobbly.
This is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what you guys do.
Okay, I mean, go ahead and run into the field of explosive, rocks and shit. I won't stop you, but I will warn you to not go there, and I will tell you to go here because.
Well, as long as you tell me where it is, I ain't gonna step on them.
Trust me, I have a plan already.
Okay.
I'm planning for all areas of attack, and I'm also planning just in case they all siege in one place. Because it would be stupid of them for just to attack one side of the wall. They're going to attack from all sides.
Okay. Calm down before the agents of Abraxas hear you talking this speak.
Yeah, well, then maybe you should be quiet and listen to me. I'm smarter than you. Hey, read this book. Read this paragraph for me, huh?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah,
are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm talking to you on my.
Oh, okay. I see an arrow coming at me, but I stepped to the side. Oh, so you're right. Did that arrow get you? Oh.
It shot my crab, not me. I have a meat shield.
Please, I'll be eating that crab for breakfast. Some sauce on it. The beholder's gonna get in on this. He's gonna be eating that crab before I can even finish it.
Oh, I know. But are you ready for everything else? Are you ready to be?
I don't know, Ty. This sounds like it's going to be interesting.
Trust me, I had.
Let them fight it out. I'm tired of arguing with them.
This is how we get along. Yeah.
Exactly.
Since
we're argue with, they're going to be barreling down the gates.
Yeah,
people argue.
I'm gonna be hammering this thing, and I'll be like talking smack. Like, since I used to do that with somebody, but then they chose the other way.
Yeah.
So now I got someone else to pick on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, this is just how us Eberron folk, solve our issues, yelling at each other.
I'm gonna put you into a pit and tell you to fight it out.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, I think I'm going to create that little thievery challenge that you guys have been talking about so much.
What thievery challenge?
No, they want to see who can either steal the most, be the best thief, get the most stuff. I don't know what they want, but I told them we might do a little challenge for a prize when it comes to who's the best thief amongst them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, big orc man. Will you be joining in those festivities?
Do I look like a thief to you?
You're a little clunky.
That's what I'm saying. I'm more of a brawler here.
You're a little clunky.
I'm more of like a pit fighter here. Put me in a cage match with a fisticuffs with another person in a cage match.
It's gonna be funny. You and Alderath. But you guys can. You remember you have glamour that makes you look like a mortal. So you can go into a store that won't make you as clunky. If you'd like to attempt their thievery racket.
I'll just go to some street vendors and intimidate the shit out of them. Like, give me your gold, I'll use your head.
That's what Alderad said. Like, can I intimidate for stuff?
That's the biggest skill tick I got. Just lay next to athletics.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Can I physically harm people for their stolen goods? Can I just be?
No, that's cheating. You can't hurt them. You have to get their gold without hurting them. That's the whole point of thievery.
So I
can
can't
intimidate.
Hurt them, I can kill them though.
Intimidate is what I'm gonna. That's all I got. My stuff sucks.
Hey,
yes,
well,
I haven't quite worked out all the rules.
Suffocating wouldn't count as hurting someone. The air is hurting them, not me. The lack of air. is hurting them, not me.
Do you have any air down there in your little size world, Goblin?
I have too much air down here.
I don't know. Let's just say the weather up here is great. I don't know about down there.
Down here, I have to smell you. Smell like ass.
But no,
Sucks to be you.
Nah.
no, thank you guys. Thanks for coming on and talking some D&D and having some
Yes.
fun. And, you know, this is fun. So
Yep, had a fun little hangout stream.
yep.
Thank you guys for showing up. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
everybody. Thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks everybody who listens afterwards. Thank you to everybody who's joined the Discord. We've just been, it's been so good. And I know Ty, you're reaching almost, you have to be at almost 160 subs now.
Yeah, we're at like 164, I think.
So you're higher than I even first thought. Yay!
Safe travels to Alernaf, if he's listening.
Yes. And my sister up there, she's
And Lila.
busy,
Safe
Yes.
travels, Lila.
and the babies.
Yes.
She's like my sister now.
Yes.
We've claimed each other.
Ciao.
Yes, you have. So it's
She's the
gonna
only
be-
one that truly cares if I live or die in this campaign.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm indifferent about it.
What are you talking about? I don't want you to die.
I know you are the only, you and Lila. Everybody else I question.
Team Alderath over here.
See, and then they were speaking for you too, Korgoth. That was part of it. They were.
Hey.
Yeah, nobody speaks for me. Like I said, it's the axe.
With our, ideas. Because, Shara, she starts some shit. I'm pretty sure you want to jump in on that too, right? Or
What are you talking about?
Valerie. Valorie's the shit.
Valerie. Yeah, Valerie.
Yeah. So you going after the mom of the baby? Look at see, they all messed up. They're trying to go after the wrong one.
Well, me and Alderath will sit in our little corner with each other, sipping tea together.
Yeah, I'm looking over. What are those two up to, Ty? What are those two up to? They're sipping tea together.
They're plotting.
Yeah, I gotta watch them.
As we're both laughing, oh, you make such the funniest of jokes. Slacking like rich British people, just with our tea.
Me, Ty, and the beholder are all looking at you, sipping tea. Like, come on.
No, you're drinking ale. We are more sophisticated than you.
And there's no pets allowed, so take your crab outside. And before you say it,
Day your beholder out.
the beholder is not a pet. He's not a pet. He can sort of freely leave, but he can't because we're still fucking bounded. So nice try. He's an intelligent creature. Can that crab talk? No, I don't think so. Get that thing out of here. No, he can't. No, he can't. Shut the fuck up. Get that though. Yeah, now he does. Yeah, my. Does he speak crab language? Some made up crab language? Get it out of here. Tell him to go back to the pond.
No, he's just an extension of me. Think of it as
He's a pet. Get him out of here.
Hey, no, this one's faster.
The beholder is a different story. He's not even close to a
I
pet.
cast silence, bitch. Shut up. Let me explain.
I can still hurt you.
Okay,
hurt me.
children, back to your corners. No, but we'll be back on Saturday for the next episode when you guys try to figure out what you're going to do. But
Yep.
Yes. Have
Yes.
fun.
yep. And then until then, guys, good night.
Good night, everybody. Have fun.
Good.
Dawn breaks on the battlefield. Armor shines, blades are wielded. Dragons roar, shadows yield. Heroes stand bold and shielded. In the night, monsters creep. torches light, stakes are steep. Magic flows, secrets keep. Adventurers' promises deep. Roll the dice, we take flight. Blazing trails in dark of night. Roll the dice, hearts unite. In the quest we find our light. Dungeons hold ancient lore. Whispers cold from days of yore. Riddles old, treasures stored. Champions chase, legends war. Through the storm, we fight on. Wizards cast, we're never gone. Epic tales till the dawn. Our spirits bright lead us on. In the light of the moon's glow, in our hearts we know every path that we sow. Tales of valor grow. Old ancient war, whispers cold from days of yore. Riddles old, treasure store. Champions chase, legends war.